I bet you couldn't make a sentence without A. You thought you just did something here, didn't you? Well, sorry to burst your bubble, but numerous sentences could be constructed without employing the first letter of the English lexicon, idiot. I mean, I ran the numbers, and yeah, there is not an A to be found in their reply. Never waste my money on this book. Any books by the looks of it. Oh no. They're all laughing at you, dude.
Boom. Roasted.
Put any of this shit on a burger and we're gonna have a problem. Yeah, you tell him, buddy. Proud of you for speaking your mind. How was kindergarten today, since you don't like eating vegetables? On a post where a horse rider gets catcalled. Hey, don't be shy. Look up the company on the van and report them. Or take the compliment, I don't know. Sexual comments to a stranger isn't a compliment. You'll learn if you ever get a girl to like you enough to give you a daughter, but we don't know how likely that will be. Our first date. This is what them stray cats be eating in cartoons. You sure this is a first date? Looks like the last meal of a struggle life. Good grief. Ladies, you can't be drafted. Sit down when war is discussed. A lot of men have told me to sit down and shut up. Now those men call me Colonel, and you'll do the same. Man's got a point though. What the hell are crab cakes? Cakes, and stay with me on this one, with crab in them. You Americans got hella audacity assuming you're at the center of the universe and everyone adheres and is well acquainted with your food and customs. This is not the first time on this group that I inquire about American-based cuisine, and you guys mouth off like everyone's ignorant and stupid for not knowing whatever the hell you people call food. Why the hell would you classify a seafood-based dish as cake? Cakes are sweet and don't have claws, so it's fair for anyone who isn't within walking distance of a school shooting to ask this question. Jesus Christ, behave like you're a fraction of the world, not the whole thing. Can I have a crab cake? I've never been forced to endure anything pop culture related. Yeah, dude, your avatar has Crocs on. I think you have. Once again, John, you were duped by left-wing hashtag fake news. At Margot M. Martin shot the footage and verified it. The weird part is that you'll fall for these things from the same people who want to ban you. Yeah, I'm afraid my Cambridge law degree, my lifetime interest in psychology, philosophy, and the history of science left me extraordinarily gullible, though not gullible enough to join a cult, I'm afraid. Sorry about that, Neil. Hey, my buddy and I are starting a new car detailing business. $70 basic full service interior and exterior, $100 for advanced full service, $130 for the deluxe finish. Contact me on Messenger or by text with my number blank. My partner's information is blank. Contact us for scheduling what the services include. How much for you to clean your room? From OP's dad. Now don't be embarrassed, OP. You could make a well-meaning business transaction here. This could still turn out in your favor. I'm not digging through this hill of shit. Is he actually denying gravity? Yes. And what are you gonna do about it? I'll laugh at your expense and hope that you don't hurt yourself or anyone else when you upgrade to laces from Velcro shoes. I am an artist, so I appreciate the aesthetic, but I never met anyone who has had an entire head as mere decoration. Really impressive, honestly. No, stop. Nostalgia's not a distinct emotion. It's joy towards memories of the past. Anxiety is a manifestation of fear, and envy is an anger born of desire. Why do y'all insist on being insufferable about every Disney movie that comes out nowadays? You're a grown-ass man talking about, I've been silent on this and I'm putting my foot down. How about you put your foot down on getting some bitches? Listen, I don't care if the grown men want to argue about the animated Disney movie. It's entertaining on my Twitter feed. That's all I want. Why the hell is a greasy, barely edible sandwich become the measuring stick for international economic equivalency? Seriously, when did the Big Mac become a unit of measure? 1986, but that's not really what you wanted to know, is it? What's your QBQ? Oh, you did not see that coming. I didn't even know the Big Mac Index was a thing. What's this all about? This is like what the Waffle House Index or whatever? That's the one I like. I like the Waffle House Index. But the Big Mac Index, I'm looking it up right now, it shows how burger prices differ across borders, which is fascinating. So a burger, a Big Mac, will cost $4.49, and that is pounds in Britain, and cost $5.69 in the States. The implied exchange rate is 79 cents, and it suggests that the British pound is 0.36% overvalued. This is on theeconomist.com, but you need to have a free trial to read the full article. But I'm sure there's plenty of other sources that have this exact thing. It's just the first link I found. Apparently chicken eggs are fetuses. Wow, cool. You know that's a dead fetus you're decorating, right? I'm not sure if you were going for rude or uneducated, but you did well. You managed to do both. Whoa, I just realized that raising a kid is basically 18 years of prompt engineering. Oh, why? Because someone else is doing it for you and you're just taking credit?
Boom. Roasted.
To Biggie Pack, Jesus Christ. Oh, I just can't get through a video today without messing up my words. To piggyback on this, if it's a slab-on grade, you can drill through it. It won't hurt anything. Rebar isn't there for strength in an SOG. Edit. Everyone that would like to say I'm wrong, go read chapter 17 of ACI 318. Not that you can't drill through it, but that's a pretty ignorant comment. Rebar is always there for strength. It's literally why it's used in concrete. My statement is based on my education as a structural engineer and my experience as a structural engineer. What is yours based on? Feel free to read chapter 7 of ACI 318 and let me know where I'm wrong. I'll have a lot of buildings that will need retrofits if I have. Oh God, you got him with the experience, Phil, no! Imagine being some Portuguese explorer coming across this majestic being. I'm pretty sure the Portuguese have seen an Englishman before. He may have just been a little confused what they were doing out there.
Boom. Roasted.
Prince William has been named UK's third sexiest man of 2024. See, this is what happens when the NHS doesn't cover eye tests. We're saying he's the third sexiest man? Get out of here. What should I name her? Hashtag my new toy. Call it free throw so you won't ever sink it. God damn, Andy. I hope Shaq went through with it and named her free throw. Hot take. Not only was Gomez a terrible agent, but a pretty bad actor too. Am I the only one that couldn't stand this dude? His acting was so corny and he demonstrated zero usefulness aside from talking himself into the laundry, and that acting performance was rough. Anyway, that's my hot take. Roast me. And not every character exists to save the day. He's kinda like you, existing without adding much value. Oh, burn! It was indeed. It was a burn so bad you had to extend the word. My kid will not be stuck to an iPad. They'll be outside playing. Dude, yeah, imaginary children are the easiest to raise, dude. Good luck. Hope you have fun. Where can a Christian get their nails done without having to be surrounded by other statues in Buddha? I am not... Oh my God. I am done paying women who have nothing in common with me spiritually big bucks to do my nails. I want a person who knows the Lord to do my nails. Seems logical. Yeah, I think Jesus got his nails done by some Roman guys. I hope that helps. A misogynist kicker versus the Swifties. Chiefs K. Harrison Butker with a message to young men around the world. Be unapologetic of your masculinity. Fight against the cultural emasculation of men. Do hard things. Never settle for what is easy. Thank you, person wearing 7 pounds of hair gel, who plays the only position on the football field where you legally can't get touched, for this rousing talk on masculinity. Kate Beckinsale opens up about grief and health issues in response to comment about her weight. Sorry to say this, Kate, but you do look a bit thin. You always strike a great balance, but when your cheekbones start to show, the balance is lost. Hey, Tenshi. I nursed my stepdad to his death early this year. My mom also has stuff going on. I'm adjusting to watching 2 fathers die, one when I was 5, one in January of this year. I lost my soulmate cat of almost 19 years also last year. I spent 6 weeks in hospital due to copious vomiting blood from a Mallory Weiss year, caused by stress of a whole year ripping a hole between my esophagus and stomach. God damn! At the same time, I experienced a severe flare of my mast cell disease, also mitigated by stress, shock, and grief. That's what I am prepared to disclose that has contributed to some weight loss. What do you think of my appearance and how I should look, independently of any circumstances in my life and my family's, is not important. I am trying to survive what feels like unbearable losses. Reactivated PTSD from discovering my very young father's almost dead body as a very young child alone in the night, and working to support the family I have left. The fact you fancy girls who are heavier than I am does not feature in things that are important or relevant. The fact you feel your opinion is required to bully females about their appearance is relevant to me because it needs to stop feeling like it is your or anyone's right. I don't care what your taste in women is. I care that you think any of us need to be apprised of it. Apprised? Apprised? I don't know what that was supposed to say. I will not address this again. Do better. Read him to filth! Light is not the fastest moving thing in the universe. You're right. The fastest thing in the universe is pseudoscientists running to the comment section to post absolute drivel based on their own lack of understanding. Honestly, a scientific phenomenon, a marvel. Believe what you see, not what you're told. Okay, but I've been told you're a genius, but I've only ever seen you behave like a f***ing moron. Ben wins the internet. Elon got owned! It's true though. That's why likes are private now, because Elon was liking some crazy shit. Trying to justify racism doesn't end well. Have you ever seen white people loot a truck? From 1765 to 1938, the British Empire looted an estimated $45 trillion from India. The British Empire stole so much that one of the very first Indian words to enter the English language was the Hindustani slang for plunder, loot. In this case, I support the metric system. To remember how many feet there are in a mile, you just gotta use 5 tomatoes. 5 tomatoes sounds like 5280. And there's 5,280 feet in a mile. Yeah, to remember how many meters there are in a kilometer, you just remember 1,000. Because the system of measurement in the rest of the world wasn't invented by a drunk mathematician rolling dice. I'll bring my livestock dog. He'll have that thing dead and eaten in one night. Uglies are attracted to ugly. I heard something somewhere about people in glass houses not throwing stones, but whatever. You seem awful confident for someone who looks like he'd struggle with the instructions on a packet of microwave popcorn. Damn. This has been a good batch. Say shit just to say shit. Millennials will never understand, but this used to be the internet. Please shut the fuck up. The oldest millennials are in their 40s now. Not only do we know about card catalogs, we're the ones who navigated the bridge between card catalogs and the birth of internet search. Y'all just say shit just to say shit. We know what these are, dumbass. ADHD's hidden benefits can be awesome. Should we get the book? Yeah, what hidden benefits are there to me staying in one place all day and needing to do schoolwork? What benefits can be found here, Mom? Tell me this. Earnestly, tell me this. Me and my dad casually roasting each other? That nose only comes from alcohol addiction. He was mostly probably using his alcohol to suppress memories of his childhood. Rather like you. I think fathers should also be allowed to complain about an abusive child. Does that mean we have to measure who drinks more to see who had it worse? Yeah, exactly. That's what I propose. Wow, Neil got it all figured out. Almost all armed conflict in the history of the world came about because opposing sides believed different things to be true. Breaking news! Science man suggests conflicts are ultimately caused by disagreement. So what? Trans people should just be allowed to murder whoever they want? Wow, your brain could revolve inside a peanut shell for 1,000 years without touching the sides. That's incredible. Poor guy just wants to eat his chips. My wife makes me chips outside or only when she's not home. Even trying to be quiet, she still gets annoyed. But her favorite videos are watching the porcupine of the zoo eat dried corn on the cob. Makes no sense. Oh yeah, to be fair, she married a human rather than a raccoon at the zoo. Likely for several reasons, but one is probably the expectation that a human wouldn't eat like an animal. Damn, just let him enjoy his chips. Why do women go on about equality but wear clothes showing off a lot of flesh in the shoulder, leg, and often bosom department? Oh, you get no bosom department? It's wonderful to see, but doesn't this negate their attempts at equality? How can women get equal rights if I get an erection from staring at their shoulders? Says Andrew. Showing a lot of flesh in the shoulder, leg, and bosom department. Sounds like something you'd call to, hello, bosom department. This is Titty speaking. Oh, it sounds so stupid. If this person's not joking, he has a room temperature IQ, and in Celsius, and in Siberia, and in a windowless room in deep winter. Is God trying to tell us something? Yeah, keep your dumb ass in school and learn how science works. PSA, men don't get to decide what's sexist. So, a particular group of people cannot have an opinion on something due to their gender. I am almost positive there's a term for this. What is that? What's that word again? What kind of beer do spiders drink? Bug Light? Yeah, bad joke. Spiders are not bugs, only insects of the order Hemiptera, classified as bugs, and spiders aren't even insects. Maybe if you drank fewer beer and spent more time studying, you would know that, but it's your life. That gave me a stroke to read. They eat bugs, you big dumb bitch. Yeah, exactly. That was the joke. Had to explain it to eat roadkill. Was too busy having a lunch off the side of the interstate to understand what you were talking about. If God made you a male, that's not a mistake. If God made you a female, that's not a mistake. Saying any different is insulting a perfect creator. Read your word. Well, God made you a brunette, yet you are now a blonde. God gave you bad vision, yet you fixed it with glasses. God gave you crooked teeth, yet you straightened them with braces. Trans people change the outside to match the inside just like you do. Sit down. Jesus said to. Kraven the Hunter was delayed to December because Sony believes people will spend the holidays watching it, quote, over and over again. The executives overlooking Sony's film branch are definitive proof that your degree from clown college can be perfectly viable even outside of the circus. Like, look at this. I never saw anyone murdering people screaming Christ is king. Just saying. Funniest thing someone with a Spanish flag emoji could possibly say. I had a Greg's sausage roll for the first time in a long time today. And while it's not bad, I'm left with this question. British people, why did you guys fight so hard and colonize so pervasively for spice and resources if you weren't even going to use it in your own damn food? Hey, don't you guys do the same thing with democracy? Murdered by statistical probability. Hey, you spelled simp wrong. Hey, a man like you can't be passing on ass, my friend. You need all the help statistical probability can give or you'll be a virgin forever. Okay, I'm gonna say it. I hate when people say they're reading a book, but it's in audible form. No, sir/ma'am, you're actually not reading a book. But you didn't say it. You typed it, hun. You get it now? Going all in on whining. Tim's used to be for the little guy who wanted a quick coffee and a bite. Now they're making pizza and crappy paper lids. I'm done with Tim Hortons until they stop trying to push these woke paper lids that dissolve in your mouth. Wow, good for you. Personally, I would never feel comfortable getting online and whining about this, but you went all in. Most of us have real problems, but not you.